To be honest, never really thought that I would be making something like this. But, guess there's a first time for everything. I really like Joe Rogan. I think that he's unique in the sense that we actually get to enjoy a regular pot-smoking dude who basically is just normal. You know, he's like a normal 50-year-old guy who has been in the acting industry, who's a comedian, and also a fantastic MMA commentator. So with his podcast, I really enjoy it. He has people on that are experts in their field, really, really interesting, funny, people I'd never heard of, like Tim Pool, like Jordan Peterson, like Milo Yiannopoulos. You know what I'm talking about. Controversial people I wouldn't have heard of otherwise. Ben Shapiro. People that me, as a recently red-pilled liberal, didn't really know about. So, Joe Rogan experience is pretty great. I am really, really sad to see that Joe Rogan basically said, I'm sorry to the left for misspeaking and basically being told that he was a liar for saying 2 words wrong. 2 words. You want to know what they were? Oh, okay. He said that there were people that were setting... people were setting, I think he said forest fires. They were setting forest fires, and that they were leftist activists that were setting forest fires. The actual wording probably should have been people were starting brush fires, and one of them was an activist. Not sure about the other ones. They're probably just crazy people. Either way, this was on his podcast, shooting the shit with his friends. Just kind of like throwing things out there like you or I would over a cup of coffee. I'm not going to fact check what I'm saying. You know, I kind of like, I'll do that when it's really... How about this? I'll do that when I have a job as a reporter on the news. You correct me, fine. But I am not going to apologize because my platform, if I'm Joe, my platform has always been, I sit there, I talk to my friends, and I just basically let the chips fall where they may. I'm not going to fact check, and if I did, I have Jamie. Joe Rogan has Jamie, who usually goes on to the computer and checks things and finds videos, and that's his fact checker. We don't need one for the Joe Rogan experience. It is a fun podcast where we sit down and have a good time and smoke a little pot, and if you're Alex Jones, have a little drink, and we enjoy it. We forget about our troubles for 2 to 3 hours. That's all I ask for. It's like the left is infiltrating everything. They've already messed up my sports, hardcore. Messed up my sports, so now all I have is WWE and MMA. And now they're going after Joe Rogan. I mean, this has been in the making for a long time. They hate Joe Rogan because he has the power that they want. He has the audience that they wish they had. Because the mainstream media, they are losing people fast. Because people are waking up. People are taking the red pill. People are giving the red pill to their friends, to their family. And slowly but surely, people are waking up. Here comes the Great Awakening. And we're done with you, MSM. We will not be controlled. Your propaganda is failing. Too many people know the truth now. And too many people are willing to spread the truth. Regardless of the consequences. Because that's what's really important. And Joe Rogan, he's just a regular dude. Having a good time on his show. He is not a news reporter. I know that Spotify has employees that are like flipping out about the, what is that, $90 million deal? $100 million deal that Joe Rogan signed with Spotify. They're freaking out during company meeting. I'm sure behind closed doors, those those activists who are working at Spotify were doing everything they could think of to get Joe Rogan fired. I don't even think you could get him fired. You already paid him millions and millions of dollars. So maybe they're trying to figure out a way to break his contract. Does Spotify think that it's worth it to have these employees basically dictate whether or not to continue paying millions of dollars to a podcast host that's known for being silly and controversial? I don't know. I guess it depends. Spotify, do you care more about money or do you care about ideology? Your big business. Think about it. Go with the money. You already paid him the money. So don't let your employees sink the ship, okay? That's what they're going to do. That's what leftists do. They would rather blow up the building than have the deed handed over to somebody else, if you know what I mean. They'd rather destroy it all. Burn it all down. You've seen it. You've seen it on Twitter. Everywhere. Burn it all down. Destroy it. Rah! Kill the system. All these people. Those are people working at Spotify. Those are people trying to destroy Joe Rogan. Can't let them do that, guys. Joe Rogan is one of our last stands of freedom and fun and letting go. And they want to cancel Joe Rogan. And they're getting closer and closer and closer. I don't know whether or not they'll succeed. But I am really worried that Joe Rogan literally issued an apology to say, I effed up. I effed up. My bad. I said 2 words wrong. And that's how you guys can get me. You can get me that way. You can call me a liar. Even though I don't have any credentials in the sense that I need to be completely honest and fact-checking every single thing that I say. I'll go ahead and I will mea culpa the fact that you tweeted out that I'm a liar. Joe, you're not a liar. You misspoke. Everybody does that. I mean, you're a human. Human beings aren't perfect. I don't expect you to be perfect. I expect you to smoke your bowl and to entertain me for 2 to 3 hours with whatever fantastic guest you decide to put on. And I really hope that you don't change the way that you do things because Spotify says no Alex Jones, no Candace Owens, no Ben Shapiro, no controversial figures whatsoever. I hope you don't do that. Joe, we need you. Don't bend the knee. You're better than that. And realize that you are representing the silent majority. We are watching you. And you're our dude. No apologies. Because you apologize to these people, it's not going to be enough for them. They will still destroy you. So you might as well tell them to F off. F off. Why don't you tell them that, Joe? I'm just waiting. I mean, you got to the point where you literally left LA because of people like that. Ruining your city. Pooping on your street. All of that. You left that. And now you're apologizing to the people who made that your old home. Ruined your old home and turned it into a toilet. You're apologizing to those people. Why? They don't deserve an apology. They deserve to be ignored. You know what's worse than hate? Indifference. You got love, you got hate. Hate's supposed to be the worst. Oh, no. It's indifference. Not caring. Ignoring. Just let it go. The more we let these things go and we don't pay attention to them, the less power they'll have over us. Okay, so that's all I got to say today. And if you are a Joe Rogan fan, let's just keep watching and hope that Joe doesn't bend the knee. That Joe doesn't change. That Joe just keeps his smoking and talking and having a great time. Basically throwing a party. Because who doesn't want to be at the party with Joe Rogan? I know I want to be there. Don't change, Joe. We love you the way that you are. Alright, guys. I'll see you next time. God bless America. Bye. If you like content like this, please watch me, like me, share me, or subscribe to me. I'll see you out there in YouTube land.